Open up Amplitube, the free version will do just fine, and let's create a preset together. Hello home music creators. Now, Amplitube 5 CS is a fantastic amp sim available completely for free. It can be a bit intimidating though, because there's just so much you can do with it. If you haven't watched my Amplitube quick start video, I suggest you watch that first to get you all set up and started with Amplitube. You can click on that card up there or follow the link in the description below. Now, I'm going to create a preset from scratch and you can follow along in your own installs of Amplitube. Hopefully you'll leave this video with the ability to create your own presets from scratch. Now, what I'm aiming for with this preset is a sort of general utility practice preset, a sort of all-purpose preset. And what do I mean by that? Well, a preset that has most things you'll ever need to use for practice. Much like you might have a pedal board or a multi-effects unit. So it'll probably have a pedal for a solo boost and then some effects that you can switch on as and when you need them. The basic sound will be a sort of clean sound and we'll have maybe 2 overdrive pedals, one to give us a sort of dirty crunch sound and another for a solo boost, and probably a reverb, a delay, maybe a tremolo, maybe a chorus, maybe something a bit wacky like a phaser or a flanger, and that should give us pretty much everything we need for a general sort of practice rig. So here I am in Amplitube 5 CS. Currently got this amp set up here. But I'm actually going to replace this amp from one of the amps in the clean section here. So on this right hand side, you can click on the type of component you want to add. So amps, pedals, we want amps here. I'm going to pick something from this clean section. What's this American Tube Clean 1? Let's pick that one. Yep, that looks quite Fendery, doesn't it? Let's have a listen. Okay, and you can hear there's a bit of a reverb in there. And that's nice. I think I'll leave that. So that means I don't need to look for a separate reverb pedal. Just going to see what this sounds like turned right up. So up to 10. That's lovely. It's got a tiny little bit of grit in it there, which I quite like. And let's see if we can find some overdrive pedals. So click on the pedal link on the right hand side there. Distortion, here we go. Now I want something quite subtle. So this looks like it's based off a Boss OD1 probably. Let's drag that into my signal chain down there. Let's see what that gives us. Okay, that's nice. Now I've added that, I'm going to turn down the drive a bit. I'm going to turn down the level a little as well. So I want it to be a little more subtle. Turn it right down, see what happens. Tiny bit more. Lovely, that's a nice basis for a sort of crunchy rhythm tone. I'm actually going to go back to the amp and just turn the reverb down a little bit because I thought that was a little bit too much. So, okay, lovely. Now I said I was going to have 2 overdrive pedals, one for the standard sort of crunchy tone and another for a solo boost. So let's go back to the overdrive pedals section here, and you can see this one I've highlighted here looks like a sort of tube screamer type pedal. So let's put that in, and I'll put it before the other overdrive pedal. It's quite hissy, isn't it? I'm going to turn the overdrive down and the level up, which is one way to use a tube screamer. Turn that off. So this is my bass tone with just the overdrive on. If I add the tube screamer in, that's a bit more aggressive. Let's try it with a little sort of solo lick. Tube screamer off. Tube screamer on. There, nice. I'm going to turn that off for now, and I'll just leave it there for when I want to apply it for a solo boost. I mentioned maybe looking for a tremolo pedal. Let's see if we got one in here, shall we? Tremolo. Tremolo. There we go. There is one. So I just used the search function there to see what they had in the way of tremolo pedals. Okay, let's bring that in and let's see what it gives me. Okay, you can hear that. Let's turn up the rate a little bit. And the depth. Very nice. Again, that's something that I wouldn't have on all the time. I just switch it on as I need it, so I'll turn it off for now. Also mentioned chorus, so let's look for a chorus pedal. Again, I'll use the search functionality. There's a couple we can use here. Let's have a look at that one. I'll bung that after the distortion pedals. Let's have a listen. I'm going to turn the overdrive off, see what it sounds like with a clean tone. Nice, let's turn it up a little bit. Let's try everything up. Very nice. And finally, I mentioned maybe looking for something a little bit wacky like a phaser or a flanger. So let's search for a flanger. Okay, analog flanger, that looks interesting. Let's bring that down here. I'll turn the chorus off and let's see what this is giving me. Let's turn it off. Turn it on. You can hear the effect of that. Let's go nuts and turn everything up. Let's turn up the rate, everything. Oops. Let's turn it up even more. Not something I'd use all the time, but useful to have in my little box of tricks. So there's our general purpose practice presets. Now we spent all this time setting that up, we want to save it. If you click on this little sort of down arrow icon here, that's the save button. So we can enter a name for it. And we can add in some tags if we want, you know, detailing the sound character, the genre, etc. I won't bother for now. Let's save that. Lovely. And you can see in here, it has been saved. It's in amongst all the other presets that Amplitube provides and ones that I've saved previously. So that's it. That's our general purpose utility practice preset in Amplitube. Now you can see that just the free version of Amplitube provides an awful lot of functionality and loads of amp models, effects models, absolutely loads. But the paid versions provide even more. Should you want to fork out the cash for one of those paid versions, they should provide everything you'll ever need in an amp sim. I hope you've now got enough information to be able to go and create your own presets in Amplitube. This is Paul from Home Music Creator signing off. See you in the next video. Cheers.